What is good, guys? Daniel D. Green here. I apologize if you guys hear any background noise, but I am living in a jungle right now. 3 dogs, 2 birds, so you're going to probably hear a lot of either squeaking or barking, but this is the only time I can record. So what I have here is a Wi-Fi battle between me and a good buddy of mine, Trevor, from Twitch. He wanted to go ahead and have a battle. I was like, heck yeah, man, let's have the battle of our life. So I'm going to be bringing pretty much the same team. The only difference is that it's actually Dust Cloud. This is actually before I added Quagsire to the team to kind of give myself a little bit of a defensive boost. But let's go ahead and go straight into the battle. You just saw my thumb right there, but who cares? Alright. He's going to be issuing the challenge. I'm not really sure what he's going to send off with, but I was actually really scared of the X-Cloud. He actually sends out the X-Cloud first. I was like, alright, let's see what's going to happen. So I go send out my Credilli. I go, no matter what, I want to get Stealth Rocks out. He's going to go for the Boom Burst, and Credilli's going to be like, I'm sorry, what was that? I'm a rock type, and I'm specially defensive, so that's not going to do anything. So I'm going to get the Stealth Rocks up. Just a good way to get entry hazards in. Get some extra damage, because, you know, it helps. It really does. So Credilli is going to just get some of his lefties, and he's going to actually withdraw the X-Cloud. I was actually really surprised. Usually they carry Fire Blast or something like that, but he's going to go ahead and switch into the Mischievous, and it's going to hit by the Stealth Rock. I'm going to go for the Giga Drain, and I'm like, okay, it's definitely Eviolite, because why would a Mischievous any other way? So I'm just kind of thinking, alright, how is he going to play this out? What exactly is he going to do? And he's going to go for the Will-O-Wisp. I'm like, okay, that's totally okay. Credilli has Recover, so I'm just going to go ahead and go for the Rock Slide, because I know it'll do the most damage. And even that still doesn't do anything. I'm going to get my Leftovers boost up. And I'm just kind of like playing this out, kind of thinking, okay, is he going to switch out first? I can stay in here all day, even with the burn. I just have to save 1 turn for Recover. So he's actually going to go for the Taunt, probably predicting the Recover, but I'm stupid. I always go for offensive moves. Probably I should go for defensive, because that's just the kind of guy I am. So I'm going to go hop and get the Giga Drain. And I'm going to keep getting my lefties. Like, man, I can stay in here all day. He can't hurt me. I can't really hurt him that much, but I can still put a lot more damage on the board, which is really awesome about this Credilli. So he's actually finally going to withdraw his Mischievous, and McCraley is like, alright, that's cool, that's cool. He's going to send out the Musharna, which I found out was actually a physically defensive Musharna. He's going to go ahead, I'm going to go ahead and go for the Giga Drain on the switch, and do actually some pretty nice damage. I was actually really surprised about that. I thought Musharnas were actually specially defensive, but in that case it was actually not. So I was like, alright, so I'm feeling good. Credilli's done a lot of pretty good damage to about half his team. And we're both going to get the Leftovers boost. I'm going to get hit by that dang burn. And I'm going to go for Giga Drain again. Seeing how much it did the first time, I'm like, alright, I'm just going to keep going here. Now, I didn't know if this thing had any recovery moves. Knowing it probably did, since it's a defensive Mon. But I wasn't sure. This is my first time actually facing Musharna. He's going to go ahead and go for the Curse. That's what I figured out. He was defensive. I'm like, okay, you're going to raise your attack and raise your defense. That's pretty weird. But I'm like, alright, that's cool, that's cool. We're both going to get a Leftovers here. And I'm going to get struck by the burn once again, because, man, is that suckish. I hate that burn. So my taunt's going to wear off, and it really doesn't matter. I'm just going to keep attacking. That's just kind of what I do. I kind of duck and weave and just keep throwing punches. And, yeah, so he's going to go for the Moon Knight. This is actually where he shows me that he actually does have a recovery move. I'm like, okay, that's chill, that's chill. So everything I basically just did the last 5 minutes is basically neutralized, so that kind of sucked. But he does indeed get his Leftovers, I get my Leftovers, and then I get burned once again. But Credilli's sitting at pretty good health, so finally I take it, I'm like, alright, Credilli can't do nothing against this thing. And I'm going to send out my buff baby, which is my Dusclops. It is Eviolite, max defense, max special defense. Yeah, that max defense, max special defense. And the only moves I know are Toxic, Shadow Ball, Infestation, and then Rest. So it's a pretty standard set. He's going to send out the X-Cloud, actually predicting the Shadow Ball, but I'm not smart, so I'm going to go ahead and go for the Toxic, knowing that no matter what came out here, I'd be able to kill it. I really wanted to Toxic that Musharna. That way it would just keep taking badly poison damage, doubling it every turn, and finally just taking it out. Because I know no matter what, Credilli can stall on that thing forever. I'm actually going to switch out of Buff Baby here and go back into Credilli, knowing that he can't hit me really with anything. He's going to go for the Boom Burst. I don't know why he went for the Boom Burst, probably predicting the switch. But even though it was a crit, It still didn't do too much. I know that Credalia could probably possibly take another hit from that, even though it is going to get the burn damage. So he's going to get hit by poison. I'm going to get hit by burn. We're both feeling the pain right now. And seeing that the range I'm at right now, I know I'm not going to survive this next boom burst, so I decided to actually stay in and just sacrifice Credalia with another critical hit. I was like, man. So Credalia did a lot this match, really helped me scope out my opponent's kind of field. So I was really happy with that. And now I'm going to send out my boy, Joey Becknell, his favorite Pokemon is Suelo, so I named mine after him. Then he's going to switch out the X-Cloud and go straight into Carbink. Which I was kind of on the fence of that. I'm like, okay, Carbink, I'm going to protect, but it's not going to be effective because he switched out. I'm going to go straight for the Brave Bird. I'm like, you know what? I think I can take this thing out before it sets up anything. So I only did about a little bit to it, so that really sucked. He's going for the skill swap. Now, I've never faced a Carbink before like this. He's actually going to skill swap, get my guts. I'm going to get his clear body. I'm like, ah, shoot. So there goes all my power. So I'm taking the bird damage with no plus. So I go, you know, I'm just gonna go for the facade and see how much that does. Does nothing. I'm like, gosh dang, he's actually now going to set up the reflect. And I go, all right, now he's gonna be dual screening me, and that's the last thing I want to have to deal with. So I'm gonna keep going ahead and going for facade. I was like, you know what? I'm already out here. I might as well go. I know that's not gonna do anything, but it's kind of all I have. He's gonna go for the ancient power, and that takes me out. Joey Becknell, unfortunately, didn't do too much this battle, but he is a great Pokemon, and I love him anyways. So Carbink's going to lose some of his HP, which I guess it's Life Orb, which was weird. So I'm sending up my Life Orb, Urban Horse, and since he doesn't have the, what is it called? The Reflect that Dispel, whatever, it's light screen. He didn't have the light screen up, so I knew it was going to take him out anyways. He's going to send out the Powder. I'm like, okay, yikes, that's scary. Gonna get the Sandstorm up with the Sandstream ability, and I'm just like, okay, what are you gonna do here, man? What is your end game? And I'm gonna go for Hidden Power. I keep thinking I have Hidden Power Grass when I don't. I can't remember what it is. I think it's Hidden Power Ice or something, or Ground. It may even be. To be honest with you, I have no idea what Hidden Power this Urban Horse has. But he's gonna go ahead and take me out with the Earth Power. I was kind of expecting that. I go, if I'm gonna sacrifice any Pokemon, it's gonna be Urban Horse. And now I'm going to send out Simba, the King of the Jungle, go for the actual Hidden Power Grass, and go ahead and take out this Powdown. I'm glad, these things are actually really bulky, I'm glad I was able to get rid of it. As kind of mid-game as I could. Now I know Simba can basically take out almost anybody on his team, except for that Musharna. I'm hoping that I can actually, I'm going to actually switch out here, and I go, hopefully I can save Simba for later and just go for an awesome hit. So I'm going to switch out into the Buff Baby. Exert my pressure, man. Pressure's on. He's going to go ahead and go for Curse. And keep raising his attack and defense and lowering his speed. But that doesn't really matter. Musharna's already slow as all Heffel. So I'm going to get hit by the Sandstorm. He's going to get hit by the Sandstorm. And then he's going to get his leftovers. Yep. I'm Eviolite, so unfortunately I'm not healing. And as you can see about my HP, I don't have much invested in HP at all. That's the one thing I always forget to invest. So he's going to go into the X-Ball, probably predicting the Toxic, which is actually a smart move on his play. But I did go for the Toxic, so that was really good for him. I was thinking about going for Shadow Ball, but I knew the X-Ball was still there, so I kind of can't do anything to him. He can't do anything to me. So I'm going to go ahead, and he's going to stay in there, and he's going to go for the Boom Burst once again, and that's going to hit me for a lot. So I'm going to go for Infestation. And after the Sandstorm is going to subside, but he's still going to get that heavy toxic damage, and then Infestation is going to go ahead and take out the X-Flood, which I was really happy about. And I go, if I play my math right, which I usually never do, I should be able to take it out. I was able to take out the X-Cloud. Really happy about that. He's got his Mischievous in here once again. And he's going to hit by the Stealth Rocks. He's going to go for Taunt, probably predicting a Toxic. But I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go Shadow Ball and see if I can take the sucker out. Unfortunately, he was just barely under for me to take him out. If the Sandstorm was still up, that would have taken him out. But I'm going to get hit by that Shadow Ball. Buff Baby's going to die. He did some things this match. I'm proud of him. So I'm gonna send out Simba, and I am choice Specs, so I just go for Hidden Power Grass because it's like the easiest move I could have hit him with. And yeah, that's gonna take him out. And I was gonna send out the Luxray. I was like, okay, Luxray, all right. Now I don't really know anything about Luxray, anything like that, so I was really wondering just what kind of set this was. He's gonna go for the Intimidate, but that's not really gonna affect us since we are a special attacker. And I'm gonna switch out, and I'm gonna straight into Toss. And I go, I know Toss can take any physical or special move from a Luxray. He's gonna go for the charge. Like, okay, I'm guessing he's gonna go for the base 240 attack of a discharge plus stab. I was like, okay, and then he's gonna go for Leer, and I think he said he was setting up for something, which I didn't know what it was. So I'm gonna go ahead and go straight for the Earthquake. That almost takes it out, and I get a crit, which was awesome. He's gonna go for Magnet Rise, and I didn't know he had Magnet Rise, so I went ahead and went straight into Earthquake. And because the Magnet Rise is not going to do anything, he's going to go for Leer again. He said he was setting up for a super powerful move, but luckily for Toss, he didn't have to see that super powerful move as I go for the Storm Throw and take it out, luckily. So I was really happy about that. Getting rid of Luxray, I know they can be kind of late game sweepers if they're allowed to set up, but that one, it was setting up for something weird. So I'm staying in with Toss. I go, you know what, no matter what, I'm gonna stay in here. And this is kind of like where the stalling begins. He's gonna go for Curse, and I'm gonna keep going for Storm Throws. It isn't until later that I realize I think I should actually keep going for bulk ups. That way my attack goes up, my defense goes up, while this guy's attack and defense are also going up. But this way I actually don't lose any speed, so I can outspeed him if I need to. So I go for Earthquake thinking that it's gonna do more damage, and quite honestly they both do kind of the same with the Storm Throw, so he's gonna keep bulking himself up with the Curse. I'm like, okay, what should I be doing here? I'm like, I know no matter what this thing hits me with, I should be able to live, knowing that its moves are Curse, Moonlight, and at the time that were the only moves I actually saw it used so far. So it's gonna go ahead and go for the Moonlight. This is actually a really long battle. I actually did not realize that, just how long this battle was. But it was a stalling match. That's one of the things about Pokemon that I do like sometimes. You really have to outthink your opponent. So I'm going to keep going for Storm Throws. I'm just like, alright, what the heck am I going to do next, man? He's going to keep going for Curse. I'm like, bruh, will you finally do something? I know its other move is Gyro Ball and I think is Zen Headbutt. Those were its other two moves. So he's going to get his lefties, and basically everything I'm doing is practically just useless. So I finally realized, alright, you know what? I need to start going for bulk ups. I know that if he hits me with a pretty hard move, I can just go ahead and go for rest. Because I know he was raising his attack. I go, Toss is physically defensive enough to take a hit, even though he is my special wall along with Cradily. But luckily for them, lucky for me, Cradily and Toss both go both ways for defense and special defense, which is why they're both great walls in the NU tier. So he's finally going to attack me with Gyro Ball, and I'm like, okay, what the heck is this going to do? And that did almost half with all those pluses. I'm like, dang, even after almost half, and I think 2 bulk ups, I'm doing pretty good. So I don't know if this is the second or the third. I believe this is the second, though. So his Gyro Balls are keep going to go powering down. So no matter how much he attacks me, I know Toss can still take some hits. And luckily for me, because the Curse does lower his speed, I'm going to be able to outspeed him a lot. So I'm going to go ahead here and go for the rest. I'm like, okay, cool. You're going to do that? Well, I'm going to go ahead and rest up. Yeah, I'm like, alright, now I'm healthy, I'm at full health, and I know your Gyro Balls ain't going to do crap. So you go for Gyro Ball again, and it's not going to hit me too hard at all. It's probably going to be like a 5-hit KO at this point right now, but Leftovers is going to heal me up a bit. I'm still fast asleep. Toss is like, you know what, man, I need a rest. Them Gyro Bars really do hurt. He takes this opportunity to set up more curses, and I'm just like, man, what the heck am I going to do? This guy is just freaking going at me. It really is sad, but that's just kind of how it's going to go. So, I'm still fast asleep here, guys. There's nothing I can do. Toss is just like, bruh, those Gyro Balls, man, they are just hurting me so much that I just need to rest him off, and he's going to keep going for curses. And he took this opportunity. Now, I'm happy for him. He knew exactly what to do with the rest, because rest is never really know how long the guy's gonna sleep. I finally wake up though, and I go for the storm throw. Now watch this damage, boom! Critical hits do bypass the defenses, so I was like, dang, that is a nice amount of damage. He goes for curse, but he's already at max, so it fails. So he's gonna get a leftover boost. And now all it is a stall match, and it's unfortunate. So I'm going to keep going for bulk ups. I'm like, alright, I see how it is. The higher my attack, the more damage my storm throw is going to do, and the less damage his gyro balls are going to do. So he goes for gyro ball once again. That actually did a lot of damage considering, but then again, he did get more curses up. So I could understand why it did that much damage. And I'm just sitting here, I'm like, man, what the heffel am I going to do? This Musharna is probably going to sweep my team if I let it. So I keep going for storm throws. I'm like, alright, man, you got this, you got this. And that takes him down to about half. He, again, is going to go for the gyro ball. It basically was storm throw versus gyro ball. Who's going to win? And that's kind of just how this match came down to. Now, I believe I go for storm throw here again. But this is what's kind of weird about this moment right here. So I go for the storm throw knowing that I can outspeed him with Pyroar and then take it out. Well, here he goes for the Zen Headbutt right here, and I avoid the attack, and I go, now this is why Pokemon is all about the hacks, man. This is what money is. So him missing that Zen Headbutt is kind of what kind of led me to win here with Toss. So I go for the Storm Throw, and I'm just almost going to be able, I believe I almost take it out. Yeah, and he's going to go for the Moonlight. I go, gosh, freaking dang it, 1 HP away from taking this guy out, and I just hit the camera like I never should, but I did. So I'm just like, dang nabbit, what the heck am I gonna do with this rabbit? So we're just gonna keep getting our leftovers, and it's kind of just at this point, it is the standstill Toss versus Musharna, and I'm gonna keep going for them storm throws, man. I know that Pyroar can switch out of here and just kill this guy, so he's gonna go for Gyro Ball, and just takes me out, and I'm just like, alright, Toss, you did so much this battle, and I am so freaking proud of you, just so you know. So he's gonna get the leftovers booth. I'm gonna send out Simba, the king of the jungle, for a reason, because he's gonna sweep in here, go for the hyper voice, and knock this sucker out. And Musharna finally dies. The reign of Musharna is over, and that is the end of the battle, guys. Thank you so much for watching this Wi-Fi battle. I know it was long and the commentary was weird, but that's just kind of what happens when you have this battle lasted literally 30 minutes. So it was a great one. Thank you, Trevor. And if you guys want to watch more battles, just follow my Twitch in the link in the description below. And if you guys want to battle me, leave your friend code and, like, I don't know, Instagram or whatever messages below. That way you can message me and I can battle you guys. I'm always looking for Wi-Fi battles, any tier. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.